Welcome to our exploration of the fascinating dynamics of global politics, where size doesn't always determine influence. In this video, we'll uncover 7 tiny nations that have carved out significant roles within the United Nations, proving that even the smallest countries can deliver powerful messages on global issues. We'll also highlight 3 microstates that wield outsized power on the world stage, showcasing their unique contributions and the impact they have despite their size. Join us as we dive into the stories of Micronesia, Nauru, Tuvalu, and others, and discover how these nations shape our world in remarkable ways. 1. Micronesia. A small voice with a big message. Micronesia, officially called the Federated States of Micronesia, sits quietly in the Pacific with a population just over 104,000. Despite covering hundreds of islands, its total land area is only about 702 square kilometers. What's truly remarkable is how this tiny nation has become a champion for climate action and marine preservation on the world stage. In recent years, Micronesia has been at the forefront of UN debates, urging wealthier nations to cut carbon emissions and protect ocean life. The nation's history as a former U.S. trust territory gives it a unique diplomatic perspective, especially on nuclear disarmament and Pacific security. Micronesia's leaders often remind the world that their very survival depends on what happens globally, making their pleas both urgent and heartfelt. The country's actions highlight the vulnerability of small island states, yet also their resilience and resourcefulness. Through alliances like the Alliance of Small Island States, Outsized, Micronesia has ensured its voice carries farther than its size would suggest. 2. Nauru. Smallest island making big statements. Nauru, covering just 21 square kilometers, is officially the world's 3rd smallest country by area and the smallest republic. With only around 10,800 people, Nauru's story is one of both struggle and advocacy. Historically, its phosphate riches brought rapid wealth, but environmental degradation and resource exhaustion followed. In the UN, Nauru passionately speaks out about the existential threat of rising seas and the need for sustainable development. The country's leaders have called on richer nations to assist with adaptation and fair climate financing, emphasizing how decisions in distant capitals ripple into daily life on Nauru. Many recall how Nauru was the first country to call for the UN to recognize climate change as a security threat, showing its determination to shape the global agenda. Recently, Nauru has tried to diversify its economy by investing in fishing rights and limited tourism, but challenges remain. This nation's persistent advocacy makes it a symbol of how even the smallest states can drive change at the highest levels. 3. Tuvalu. At the front line of climate crisis, Tuvalu, a chain of 9 low-lying islands in the Pacific, is home to just about 11,000 people. Its total land area is 26 square kilometers, yet Tuvalu's presence in the UN is impossible to ignore. The country has become a symbol of the global climate crisis, with its leaders famously warning that Tuvalu could be the first nation to disappear due to rising sea levels. In recent climate summits, Tuvaluan representatives have given emotional speeches, sometimes standing in seawater to dramatize their plight, which captured global headlines. The government has set up a sovereign wealth fund to help secure the country's financial future and invested in solar and wind energy projects. Tuvalu has even considered buying land abroad to ensure its citizens have somewhere to go if the islands become uninhabitable, a move that has sparked intense debate in international forums. The nation's creative diplomacy and storytelling have inspired other vulnerable countries to demand action. Tuvalu's story is both heartbreaking and inspiring, serving as a stark warning to the world. 4. Vatican City. The world's smallest state, largest moral voice. Vatican City, nestled within Rome, covers only 0.44 square kilometers and has a resident population of just about 800. Yet, its influence stretches across continents, as it's the spiritual headquarters for over 1.3 billion Catholics. The Vatican's permanent observer status at the UN allows it to participate in major debates on human rights, peace, and migration, often framing these issues in moral and ethical terms. The Pope's annual addresses and encyclicals are closely watched by global leaders, sometimes swaying international policies on poverty and environmental stewardship. Vatican diplomats have played quiet roles in brokering peace talks and mediating conflicts, using their unique neutrality. The Vatican's position on nuclear disarmament and climate change, especially through the landmark encyclical Laudato Si, has inspired new global commitments. Even though Vatican City does not have a voting seat, its ability to influence public opinion and diplomatic outcomes is unmatched among microstates. The Pope's call for compassion and justice resonates far beyond Vatican walls. 5. Luxembourg. Tiny, wealthy, and financially influential. Luxembourg, with around 634,000 people and an area of 2,586 square kilometers, is small by European standards but punches far above its weight economically. It consistently ranks among the world's richest countries, boasting one of the highest GDPs per capita, reported at over $130,000 in 2024. As a founding member of the European Union, Luxembourg is a key voice in shaping EU policies, especially those related to finance, digital innovation, and green growth. Its capital city is home to major financial institutions, including the European Investment Bank and the world's second-largest investment fund center. Luxembourg has become a leader in sustainable finance, issuing green bonds and supporting climate-friendly investments that attract billions in capital every year. The country's government has prioritized digitalization, making it a hub for fintech startups and tech giants. In the UN, Luxembourg advocates for human rights, development, and environmental sustainability. Its financial clout ensures it's always heard, despite its modest size. 6. Singapore. The economic powerhouse on a tiny island. Singapore might cover only 728.6 square kilometers, but with nearly 5.7 million residents, it's a bustling city-state known for its economic dynamism. Since gaining independence in 1965, Singapore has transformed into one of the world's most advanced economies, ranking high in global competitiveness and innovation indexes. The country's strategic location at the crossroads of key shipping routes has made it a top port and global trading hub. Singapore's financial district rivals those of London and New York, attracting multinational companies and investors with its transparent regulations and low taxes. The government has invested heavily in technology, education, and smart infrastructure, making Singapore a model for urban planning and digital transformation. In international diplomacy, Singapore often serves as a neutral mediator, hosting major talks and summits that impact regional security in Southeast Asia. The country's pragmatic foreign policy and strong institutions give it a voice far greater than its physical size. Singapore's success story is cited worldwide as proof that small nations can achieve outsized influence. 7. Malta. A Mediterranean leader in innovation. In Malta, with its 514,000 citizens and 316 square kilometers, sits at the heart of the Mediterranean, blending rich history with modern innovation. In the last decade, Malta has reinvented itself as a digital leader, attracting blockchain and fintech companies with supportive regulations and investment incentives. The country's strategic location makes it a crucial player in discussions on migration, maritime security, and climate action, especially within the European Union and the UN. Malta's tourism sector remains vital, but the government is also pushing renewable energy projects and sustainable development. In 2024, Malta hosted major international forums on digital currencies and AI ethics, gaining recognition as a thought leader. The nation's commitment to protecting cultural heritage and the environment has brought it into important global partnerships. Malta's active diplomacy often focuses on peace, security, and cross-border cooperation. Even though small, Malta's forward-thinking policies have made it a respected voice in international debates. 8. Andorra. Mountain microstate with global connection. Andorra is nestled high in the Pyrenees, squeezed between France and Spain, with a population of around 77,000 and an area of 468 square kilometers. While known for its ski resorts, duty-free shopping, and picturesque landscapes, Andorra's real strength is its stable economy and diplomatic agility. The country has no military and relies on its neighbors for defense, but it maintains an independent voice in the UN and other international organizations. In recent years, Andorra has focused on financial transparency, signing agreements to combat tax evasion and money laundering, which were crucial to shedding its old label as a tax haven. The Andorran government actively participates in climate and sustainability talks, aiming to balance tourism with environmental protection. Andorra has also been involved in regional discussions on education, health, and digital transformation, using its unique position to broker cooperation. Its commitment to peace and neutrality makes Andorra a trusted partner in European negotiations. The country's blend of tradition and modern policy has earned it quiet respect worldwide. 9. Liechtenstein. Small state, strong legal voice. Liechtenstein, with its 39,000 residents and 160 square kilometers, is Europe's fourth smallest country but a giant in legal and financial innovation. The nation is a global center for trusts, foundations, and wealth management, attracting clients from all over the world. Liechtenstein's government has prioritized transparency and compliance with international standards, which has helped it build a solid reputation in global finance. At the UN, Liechtenstein is recognized for its strong stance on human rights, international justice, and the rule of law. In 2024, the country played a key role in pushing for accountability for war crimes and strengthening the International Criminal Court. Liechtenstein's unique political system, with a reigning prince and a parliamentary democracy, draws interest from political scientists and diplomats alike. The nation also prioritizes environmental protection, aiming for carbon neutrality and supporting green technologies. Liechtenstein's ability to influence international legal debates shows that even the smallest countries can leave a mark on the world. 10. Monaco. Glamour, wealth, and environmental leadership. Monaco, covering only 2.1 square kilometers and home to about 39,000 people, is famous for its luxury lifestyle, casinos, and Formula One Grand Prix. Beyond the glamour, Monaco is a pioneer in environmental sustainability, marine conservation, and renewable energy. The country's Prince Albert II Foundation funds global projects to protect oceans, forests, and biodiversity. Monaco's government has invested in green buildings and electric transportation, making it a showcase for urban sustainability. In international forums, Monaco draws attention to issues like plastic pollution and sustainable tourism, organizing high-profile conferences and partnering with UN agencies. The country's financial sector is tightly regulated, ensuring compliance with anti-money laundering standards while attracting responsible investment. Monaco uses its wealth and visibility to support humanitarian causes and disaster relief worldwide. Its unique blend of prestige, environmentalism, and philanthropy gives Monaco a special place among the world's tiny yet influential nations.